Hey, what's up everybody? This is MsEbonyVee. Welcome back or to my channel. So this is a different type of video today. I'm going to be doing a vlog on my trip to Cartegena, Colombia. This was such an amazing and memorable vacation, so make sure you stick around to the end. So I wanted to start off by just showing you the hotel that we stayed at. I do not remember the name, but it was absolutely beautiful. It was in a perfect location, and we had the best views of the beach from our rooms. It was just perfect, in my opinion. I was super comfortable. It had a little hint of luxury, in my opinion. I absolutely love so many of the statues they had placed around the entire hotel. I felt like they did a really good job with the decor of the hotel. So I would absolutely stay here again. Now, I don't exactly remember how many floors there were. I just know I was on the 39th floor, which, I always try to get the highest floor possible. And it was like a little fancy smancy to use a little key card and PIN number and all that. But I did want to capture a view of the back of the hotel because my view was on the front. And in the back of the hotel, I noticed that there was a naval base behind us. So I thought that was pretty cool and interesting. So on day one, we were kind of just waiting around for our keys to our room. So, we do what we do best. We just be cutting up. We'll entertain ourselves in a minute. So that's just kind of what we do. So once we finally got into our rooms, everybody had the opportunity to chill for a second and change because we were going to have an all-white dinner at this beautiful restaurant that you see here. It was very nice. The food was delicious. It was a nice ambiance. It was perfect. We had such a good time getting to know one another because some of us were strangers. And, we enjoyed an excellent meal. Now, after we ate dinner, we decided to just walk around the town, which was probably not the best idea for some of us that were in heels, but, we kind of made it do what it do before we called a taxi back. So we just out here walking the street. I got signal. Just walking around. Might be in the video, ma'am. It's okay. Yeah, just out here in these Colombiana streets. See, I think we're trying to catch a taxi. Like, we don't a lot of walking in. I don't know if I'm in the heels for that. Watch it.
Hey. Twerks in the ball, twerks in the king, twerks in the queen, twerks in the queen. Oye, tú es que yo tengo el king, yo nunca me separo. Que sigo rompiendo petales, pegarle, tú eres la modelo. Yo tengo el estilo, yo no lo puedo ver romper. Hey, you beautiful como Jennifer Lopez. Chiquis the ball, welcome to Colombia, we're talking like us, yeah. Hey, métale, pegale, que tengo el estilo, que tú no me canto, que sigo rompiendo, you my friend. Somos buenas brackets. Cuando se ríe te brillan hasta los brackets. Chiquita bo, como Rihanna la modelo. Yo me modelo welcome. Chiquita bo, me colócate en el
Come on.
Hey, you for the rape. $100.
So that was quite interesting, right? So now we're just going to enjoy a little nightcap. There's a rooftop club in our hotel, so we just decided to check it out and see what it's hitting on. It was a pretty decent club, but it wasn't really giving the vibe that we might have been looking for, so we didn't end up staying long, y'all, I'm gonna be honest. So So the next day we were actually able to capture, like, these guys go out in the beach and go fishing, and so somebody was able to catch this on video. We didn't get the actual fish, but I just thought it was interesting that they actually fish in this beach. So for the rest of the day, we are going to be going out to do a little beach hopping. We're going to go visit several beaches, you know, get a little water time. We are now sitting out here in this hot sun waiting for our boats to arrive so that we can get going. And what do we do when we have to be waiting around? We get creative. So we are currently watching take 2 of this activity because take 1 wasn't all that great. But at least now you'll get to see the actual outcome of what we were attempting to do in this video. So watch. Yep, he tried it. He tried to twerk, y'all. All right, so our boat has finally arrived, and we are about to get going. We finally got our captains aboard. We have this guy right here, and then we have our awesome tour guide, Jesus. That's him right here, and we're ready. Let's go.
Guys. This group is the biggest one, so I need to switch with the other figure.
So it's a quite windy ride, and look at Mama Bear protecting her baby girl. I thought that was so cute. And everybody just chilling, you know, all our hair getting all kinds of jacked up. That's why I like to wear my hair in a bun to keep that joint from messing up. Now this seemed like the longest ride ever. It was like an hour, I think, before we even got to the first beach. So Jesus would stop every so often and give us a little history lesson, which I found quite interesting. I'm not a history buff, but, you know, I like to learn. So we ended up stopping at the first beach, and I realized I didn't capture any footage on that beach. Just that. And it's probably because I just wasn't really feeling that beach a lot. And so, yeah, I was already ready to go. Me and my bestie cutting up as usual, but now we're on our way to the second beach of the day. And I honestly don't think I got a lot of footage there either, only because there was no way I was taking my phone out in the water. Like, you had to depart the boat in the water to get to the beach. So no, my phone wasn't going. So I did not capture a lot. But nonetheless, it was a really fun day of excursion. You know, some people got a lot of sunburn, but it was still fun nonetheless. And now it is at night and we need something to eat. So we're just walking around. We were right next door to a mall. So we out here walking the streets of Colombia. I think we enter right here, to be honest. Yeah, let's try it and see what happens. We don't know where we're going. We just walking. So, you know, every mall pretty much has a food court, and that's exactly what we were looking for. We ended up stopping at an Italian restaurant in the mall, and we just kind of ordered some pizza, had some drinks. I mean, we actually brought in food from other restaurants too, and they allowed us to eat it there, so that was great too. So, yeah, it was like some paper thin pizza, and you know, I got my notorious cup that I go nowhere without. But we ordered some other drinks as well, and just had a good time.
Shake 'em up, shake 'em up, shake 'em up, shake 'em.
So this will pretty much conclude this day. We're going to go ahead and get ready for tomorrow, where we're going to go visit the African community. And so this is our tour guide, Alex, and he's going to give us a little briefing.
Kidnapping the land and brought them as slaves here and used them to build the gold mine, the emerald mine, to build on outer roads. And of course, build these countries.
So we were actually visiting the Palenque village, which is a community of all Africans. All black people are in this community. So I thought that was super interesting, and I absolutely love that. I would have never known about a black community in Colombia. In the black folk area, that's where all the black people at. Well, not all, but 5,000 of them. Whew, it's hot. So, you see this house behind me? I really want to go in these things, see what they look like, how they really living. Look at this one. But there's another one behind me. I want to go in them joints. See what it's looking like. Alright, let me get out the street before I get ran over.
Come on.
Yes.
You're just gonna eat it like that?
I can't just eat it like that.
Like mine like that. I need some
Something.
BLT or something to go with mine.
It looks amazing though. Nobody else want to eat it?
Avocado?
I don't want to waste it.
Yeah.
What's that? It tastes good. It's
What's this
avocado.
here?
That's that root.
Yam.
A yam.
Yam.
Holy moly.
You just slice that too?
A yam. Beautiful.
That's how the yam goes.
Yeah, he got a piece
No, no.
for you. She wants
no, no.
Wanna try it?
I'm sorry. I didn't taste it. Oh, it's avocado.
Break it. Break it.
You don't like it?
I want the orange.
Punch on back there. So we continued to mosey on, and Alex was explaining to us that this house was made out of mud. I mean, can you believe it? Like, mud. What? Where is the stability? that was just interesting to me.
So we are here.
Este es un espacio donde reposan nuestros seres queridos,
This is where we bury our loved ones.
ya que en nuestra comunidad hacemos un ritual que se llama el ritual del Lumbalú,
And for burying our people, we have a ritual that is called the Lumbalú.
que tiene como objetivo guiar el espíritu de nuestros seres queridos una vez que deben este mundo.
And it's basically different groups. One group goes from 7 a.m. to 12, and another group goes from 1 to 6.
6.
Different groups, but elementary. Right there. And the sign of Palenque.
All right, y'all. So we are now about to be entertained by the youth of Palenque. So I hope you enjoy this as much as I did. definitely would have broken something. This was probably the most memorable experience, being entertained by these beautiful people. I truly appreciated it. And now we're able to visit the home of a fruit lady, which is very popular in Colombia. She invited us in with open arms and she shared some of her traditions with us. This was another beautiful experience just to see how, you know, the people, but more specifically, the African people of Colombia live day to day. This was some sort of coconut dessert. I cannot remember the name, but we were all able to give it a taste and it was actually pretty good. It was definitely extremely sweet. That's the one thing I remember. So I decided to walk around the yard, and as you can see, she has a nice garden back here, growing her fresh vegetables. I mean, some of everything back here, to be honest. There are some chickens here in this chicken coop. I mean, there was some pigs roaming around. There was some of everything. I was just like, wow. And this is usually what they call their hangout spot. They have a lot of gatherings and parties in their backyards. So, I mean, it was quite interesting.
Yeah.
Where? All the trees?
This is how you open it. They need the pole. It has a big seed inside. You want to try?
Good. It's good?
This one. Yes, sir. I personally translated.
Now.
Alegría con coco, y quien se come una se come un poco. Alegría marca por chicle, que se come una le sabe a chicle. Mucha propaganda para mi amistad. Con coco, Yani, casera, cómpreme a mí, que vengo del barrio El Semaní. Alegría marca yo, quien se come una se come dos. Alegría, con coco, Yani, casera, cómprenme a mí, que vengo del barrio El Semaní. Alegría marca por chicle, que se come uno le sabe a chicle. Mucha propaganda para ustedes.
Yeah. So this was just me pretty much roaming the rest of her or some other parts of her house with permission. I didn't just go roaming, you guys. I am respectful. She allowed me, and yeah, I was just wanted to take a video of, you know, how they actually live. And I find it fascinating that, you know, we have so many expectations in America, but they live on the bare minimal, and that's just incredible to me. So as we were waiting to get back on our van, we noticed this is an actual school bus in the area. And so we were just kind of standing around, just kind of waiting on our own transportation. we were able to get a photo with some of the fruit ladies in the neighborhood. So after a day out in the heat, honey, it was time to eat. And when I tell you, this is probably the best meal I had the entire trip. I would never eat this doggone fish normally, where I can see the head and all of this, but it is like the best when you are outside of the United States, in my humble opinion. So while we were at this restaurant, we had the pleasure of meeting these famous artists in Colombia. They are a set of twin brothers, and it just happened to have been their birthdays this day. Now, I don't know them, but apparently like all of Colombia knows them. So I was just honored to meet them. So after a long day of being out in the sun and heat, we decided to go back out for a little nightcap. And we ended up going back to the area where we had our all-white dinner. It's just kind of a busy area with a lot going on, so it was like perfect to just kind of go back and actually experience the area. And so that's what we did. We just kind of walked around. We did have dinner, quite an interesting dinner, I must say. But it's just always nice to just kind of get out and enjoy the local towns. So I do appreciate doing stuff like that when I am out of the country. So here are some more lovely fruit ladies. I feel like we see them quite often, pretty much everywhere that we go. But this is an area, this may just be the country where I consider it to be a hustle country. Like everybody is trying to sell you something, and you know, they can be pretty aggressive. So you have to have a firm no, or you kind of got to be ready to engage. I mean, you kind of have to take your pick, but it is an aggressive area that, you know, everybody's trying to sell something. There's a lot going on out here. Quite busy.
Despacito, vamos a hacerlo en la playa en Cartegena, que todo el mundo sepa que tú eres mi nena, sé que siempre quiero estar contigo. Quiero ver bailar tu pelo, quiero sentir tu ritmo, que le enseñes a mi boca tus lugares favoritos. Déjame sobrepasar tus zonas de peligro, hasta provocar tus gritos y que olvides mi apellido. Vamos, pasito a pasito, suave suavecito, nos vamos pegando poquito a poquito. Toda tu belleza es un rompecabezas, pero para montarlo aquí tengo la pieza. Pasito a pasito, suave suavecito, nos vamos pegando poquito a poquito. Toda tu belleza es un rompecabezas, pero para montarlo aquí tengo la pieza.
Yeah, I like it. So we got the rapping guys again, and at this point we realized they're not really saying a whole lot. And so we're kind of already like, okay, yeah, we kind of got that spiel the other day. So yeah, it's like nobody's feeding into it tonight. Unfortunately, it's like, okay, we kind of saw y'all the other day. Yeah. Now look here, it really takes me being in a different country to explore this type of food. And when I tell you I tasted this octopus, and it was so freaking delicious, I promise you.
Can you see it? It's a little dark, but I can see it. What's that? That's the cauliflower.
That's cauliflower.
So as we're walking around, I just had to capture this big booty Judy statue, honey. I was like, okay, are we a little curvy like this here in Colombiana? Oh my goodness. I was like, okay, big booty. So after we finished eating, we just kind of walked around a little more, explored some more of the town before we headed back to our hotel. And then we just got a little silly and played several rounds and games of bullshit.
Yes, it is. 4-8.
What? I called myself. Wait a minute. So you know he lying, right? Bullshit. He did 4.
One night. Damn.
She just learned and she bullshit. And then open them up. I'm done.
Bullshit.
Yeah, Daniel was fooling no one. So the next day we got to the volcano, the mud bath volcano. They call it the fountain of youth or the mud bath of youth. And so, yes, we are all out here to experience this nice mud bath, get our skin all rejuvenated and everything like that.
Yes, yes.
This was another incredible experience that I enjoyed every minute.
Party dance, y'all had fun. I see mud everywhere. Go in. Go in.
Yes, we all muddy.
Yes. Oh, don't be dripping over here.
So while everybody else was cleaning off in like a dirty, muddy lake, this gentleman offered to just hose us down over here in this little side area, and I graciously agreed. I was like, yes, sir, I don't want to get in the dirty lake. Come on, clean me off here. But, you know, this, of course, was very intentional for him, and he was looking for that good tip afterwards, which he got, because, you know, I am a tipper, so I made sure I tipped him well for allowing us to just clean off with this water hose instead of getting in that dirty lake.
This is much better, though. I promise y'all. This is much better than that.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay.
You're going to have to pull that swimsuit out. Going to have to get in that boot tight, honey. You got to pull it out and get inside of it.
Alright, y'all, so we just finished this little mud bath in the volcano. It's supposed to be the fountain of youth. And I feel youthful. It was real nice. We had to climb these little stairs. Get all the way to the top. Take our little mud bath, get a massage while we were in there, and climb on back down them super steep steps. Forgive my moving around and walking, y'all. Walking back to the bus. Hey, Sue, say hello. That's how Tori I'm doing the video.
Oh, okay.
Say hello. No, thank you. Everybody want to say something. Well, this pretty much concludes the video. We just finished taking a photo by the Cartegena sign, and I just appreciate you guys for rocking with me today. I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button if you have not, and I'll catch you in the next one.